Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Tonight we're diving deep into a mystery that's both fascinating and, well, a bit unsettling. The phenomenon of doppelgangers, those people who look eerily similar to us, almost like a glitch in the Matrix. We've got 6 stories lined up for you tonight, each one stranger than the last. So dim the lights, grab your favorite beverage, and get ready to explore the strange world of doppelgangers. Our first story takes us to England, where a man named Neil Richardson moved to a new town, eager for a fresh start. But something strange started happening almost immediately. People he'd never met would wave, smile, and strike up conversations with him as if they'd known him for years.
At first I brushed it off as just friendly locals. But then the comments started. People would ask, "Hey John, how's your brother doing?" Or, "John, you haven't aged a bit." I was confused. I'd never been called John before.
One day, a stranger approached him and asked point blank, "Are you John Jemison?"
I was now both curious and a bit creeped out. I said no and explained that I was new in town.
The stranger insisted, saying Neil was the spitting image of his friend John Jemison. Well, Neil had to see this for himself. He agreed to meet this John Jemison, and when they finally came face to face, they were both stunned. They looked like they could be twins, separated at birth. Same hair, same eyes, same build, even the same mannerisms. It was uncanny. They started comparing notes, trying to find some connection, some distant relative that could explain their bizarre resemblance, but there was nothing. Neil and John were complete strangers who just happened to share the same face. Our next story takes us into the world of Twin Strangers, a website that connects people who believe they might have a doppelganger out there somewhere. Jennifer, an American woman, uploaded her photo on a whim, never really expecting to find her double. On the other side of the world, in Italy, Amber stumbled upon Jennifer's picture and was floored. It was like looking in a mirror.
We connected online, and our resemblance was so striking that even our own families had trouble telling us apart in photos.
Determined to meet face-to-face, Jennifer and Amber arranged a trip to Dublin, Ireland. The moment they saw each other, it was like a scene from a movie. Hugs, tears, and a sense of disbelief filled the air. They spent the next few days exploring Dublin together, documenting their experience and marveling at their uncanny connection.
It was incredible. We spent the whole time just amazed at how similar we were. Not just in looks, but in mannerisms too.
Have you ever been told you look like a celebrity? Well, imagine looking so much like a global superstar that you get mobbed by fans on the street. That's the reality for Ty Jones, a young man from Manchester, England, who happens to be a dead ringer for singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran.
It all started with a few double takes, but soon I was being stopped constantly by people convinced I was the real Ed Sheeran. Photos, autographs, you name it. I've experienced it all.
He even started impersonating Sheeran at events, capitalizing on his uncanny resemblance.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. Sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, but it's also a lot of fun.
Our next story takes us back to the Emerald Isle, where Niamh Jeannie, a woman from Dublin, decided to embark on a quest to find her doppelganger. She launched a social media campaign, spreading the word far and wide. Little did she know her double was closer than she thought. Karen Brannigan, who also lived in Ireland, stumbled upon Niamh's campaign and was shocked by the resemblance. They connected online and quickly realized they weren't just lookalikes. They were practically identical twins. The craziest part? They lived only an hour apart. Their story went viral, with people questioning if they were long-lost sisters or even twins separated at birth. Imagine boarding a plane and finding yourself seated next to yourself. That's what happened to Neil Douglas back in 2015. As he settled into his seat, he noticed the man next to him looked strikingly familiar. Too familiar. It was like looking in a mirror. Neil and his doppelganger were both stunned, and of course they had to capture the moment with a selfie. The photo went viral, sparking a wave of double takes and jokes about the odds of such an encounter. Our final story takes us to Brazil, where a man bearing an uncanny resemblance to TV host Faustão became a minor celebrity himself. This man, often referred to as Socia do Faustão, Faustão's doppelganger, found himself constantly approached by people mistaking him for the famous presenter. From selfies to autographs, Socia do Faustão embraced the unusual situation, becoming a beloved figure in his own right.
His story highlights the strange power of resemblance and the unexpected connections that can arise from simply looking like someone famous.
So there you have it, 6 stories that prove truth can be stranger than fiction. The phenomenon of doppelgangers continues to fascinate and mystify us, a reminder that there's still so much we don't understand about the world and the people in it. Have you ever encountered someone who looked eerily similar to you or someone you know? Share your stories in the comments below and let's keep the conversation going. And as always, if you enjoyed tonight's journey into the strange and unexplained, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. Until next time.